On to you, Scorpios. Hey, I have a hilarious story to tell y'all at the end of this reading. So for you, Scorpios, you actually have the Nine of Michael, Page of Ariel, and then you have the Five of Gabriel for you, Scorpios, right? So what's going on here for you pretty much is this is a situation for you where a lot of you Scorpios are in a position where the Nine of Michael speaks about how you're not going back to a specific situation anymore. You're moving forward. And then the Page of Ariel and the Five of Gabriel speaks about what you're moving forward from, you're not going back. And if people try to get you to accept disrespect, like I've been talking about, and the looking at you like you're not a person and that you just need to accept anything, a lot of you Scorpios are not going to go with it. You're not having fun with it. You're not about it. And so the situation with that is a lot of you Scorpios are not rocking with it. And so now you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun card. So the Wheel of Fortune here and the Sun card represents this being a situation for you where the Wheel of Fortune is really about how um things are ultimately turning around. And the Sun card basically is now the sun is shining on you. It's about you Scorpios. And a lot of you Scorpios have what we call self-respect. And there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. A lot of you Scorpios are not willing to do a lot of the things that you were willing to do a year, 2 years ago. And so now it's a situation where a lot of you are in a place spiritually and the mindset spiritually and emotionally as well. Because sometimes we have to, because sometimes we have to, um, we have to usually take time sometimes to grow um, emotionally, right? Sometimes we got to get out of our own way emotionally. Sometimes we can know something, right, as far as the mind as is concerned, but the heart, this is why it is I was saying get your mind and your heart to work in one unison, to work together, because we could logically know something, right? We could biblically know something. We know something book wise or knowledge wise, but our heart goes against it or it's adversarial to what our mind knows. We won't necessarily accept it because we can get emotional. And we all experience that. I've experienced it. Mercury'd up, right? As Virgo as I am, I've experienced things like that, right? To kind of show you what I'm talking about. So no one is immune, no one is exempt, no one is exempt from this. We all go through this. But I'm seeing how a lot of you Scorpios are just, not only are you ready for the change in your mind, but you're also now able to accept the change and be willing in your heart as well, right? You have emotionally matured. And now this is a situation why a lot of you Scorpios are in a very powerful position because you're moving forward in life. You know what I mean? You're moving forward in life. You're handling your business. You're doing your thing. And this is a position where you Scorpios feel good to be where it is that you are. And again, don't let people take your, you know what I'm saying, your spotlight. This is why it is I'm not in, this is why I'm not like in proponent, or I don't talk about competing. You do your own thing. Stop worrying about trying to compete with other people. You know what I mean? The reason why it is a lot of times people get jealous is because they can't stand other people to shine. They think other people doing their thing is somehow stopping them, unless it's legitimately stopping them from actually getting to where they want to go. That's the only excuse a person has. Other than that, whatever excuse that a person makes up in their head, it's a delusion, right? You Scorpios are not stopping anybody. Let me tell you something, and I'm sure you Scorpios already know this, but a lot of times people get so like pressed about the Scorpio mindset and everything like that. Let me explain something to you. The way that a Scorpio is, if you're not in their immediate vicinity, a Scorpio doesn't even think about you. A lot of it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what does that have to do with anything? And so the thing is that a lot of people who have this pressured up ideology of a Scorpio, they don't even know how you think. They don't even know how you really move. They don't even understand that you Scorpios are not really that bad, really, for real, like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, for the ones of you who are, y'all take that to the utmost wild. But for the ones of you who aren't that bad, most people don't even understand the Scorpio and how the Scorpio thinks. They don't even know, right? They don't even want to know. It's not like they're asking questions to really gain a real profound understanding so that they could look at you Scorpios in a different way. But the thing is that what I'm trying to say is, don't you Scorpios allow yourselves to have other people make it seem like just because you Scorpios are out here looking at, you doing your thing, that somehow you allow other people to stop your flow. Because if a person is jealous of you, they think somehow your flow is not able to is not able to do your thing, or you're not able to do your thing without outshining those individuals. I just had a goofball. I thought I could wait, but it kind of rings true. I just had a goofball, a supposed street individual, a goofball who's transitioning to music, talked to me and was like, "Oh, you taking titles and you copying people's titles." Look, I'll admit, I am out here. Do I get inspiration from other people's titles sometimes? Other tarot readers' titles sometimes? Absolutely. But the video is 100% mine. The actual contents are 100% mine. So why this goofball decided to, leave a wild message like that, and then I'll go ahead and check out goofball page. Okay, he makes some all right kind of music. His music is all right. You know what I'm saying? I heard one that I would, admittedly listen to. But the goofball is talking about, oh, if I was in front of your face, you wouldn't be saying that. Dude, I made a video about Kevin Gates and sent it directly to Kevin Gates. What are you talking about? Like these, and it's like, and not only that too, but ain't you a street dude? See, this is what I'm talking about the duplicity of how people say one thing and they do another. First and foremost, I thought people didn't believe in astrology. I thought people wasn't rocking with it. I thought it wasn't on point. I thought astrology was boo-boo. Now all of a sudden you telling me that this is permeating and getting out there towards the street people, or the people who have a street education or whatever you would think you'd be, and you watching it and you listening to it. So a lot of y'all street cats are basically admitting y'all even watch this type of stuff. And I know that a lot of y'all do, because you know how many, and I'm not going to say any names, don't ask me to say this again, but you know how many street cats I know who let me know that they watch the channel and that they have my back. So I didn't need this goofball to have it be known that I have, that what I'm talking about gets to everybody and everywhere in every aspect. But remember, supposedly I'm just a goofball in my room, in front of, you know what I'm saying, my desk, just doing random videos that don't affect people, right? This is what I mean, Scorpio, when I say don't allow people's jealousy and whatever delusion of grandeur that they created in their head stop you Scorpios from doing your thing. Because the 9 of Gabriel and the 4 of Ariel here represents what you Scorpios are doing. You're carving out your own lane. Don't let other people stop you from carving out your own lane. You're not asking other people to shine. You're not doing any of that. And you shouldn't ask other people to shine. You shouldn't ask other people to shine. Should never ask other people to shine. They shouldn't be so hyper competitive in the first place. And hyper competitivity is a sign of insecurity being there. Because why do they think that you shining stops them from getting their shine? It took me a long time for me to get my shine on. What's up with other people not liking it? It's my turn. You understand what I'm saying? It's my turn. And so now you Scorpios also have the change your life, which is the Tower, which is Scorpio. And it represents how a lot of the new mindset that you Scorpios have is going to rub a lot of people, not in the way that they like, but it's raw and it's real and it's uncut, because it's the way that you Scorpios should have been acting, but you had to work a little bit to actually know who you are. The reason why I was saying that is because the Lovers and the Three of Ariel, y'all worked to get to this point where y'all are. And y'all Scorpios, you Scorpios had to learn a lot and you had to change a lot. There was a lot of setbacks that you Scorpios had to go through. And you did it, I want to say, within the last, from 2023 on up until now. Y'all have been making so many changes and y'all have been doing it gracefully. Y'all haven't decided, forget about this. And then you just throw it on the ground and you just walk off. You Scorpios are willing to do the change, even as a fixed zodiac sign on top of it. So that lets me know what type of time this is for you. This is sincere for you Scorpios. This is sincere. And a lot of you Scorpios are not interested in the dysfunction or going back to, not, I ain't gonna say back to square one, but like going back to the dysfunction where you felt worthless and you Scorpios felt small, and you felt small for no real reason, come to find out, because you just was trying to make it work between yourself and someone else, and they wasn't trying to make it work. You Scorpios are done with that. And so the Lovers and the Three of Ariel represents, they either find out about you, learn to love you. Otherwise, they don't have to learn to love you. They don't have to do anything they don't want to. But stop coming over here to you Scorpios and making it seem like you have to chase up behind them forever and a day. You Scorpios are learning your value. And like I said before, a lot of people can't take it. A lot of people can't take it. Let's clarify the Lovers. You have the Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Scorpio energy, Three of Swords, and then you Scorpios have the Ace of Wands. Yes, my love, I got you. Don't worry about it. The Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Scorpio energy for you Scorpios, right? You showed up in your own reading again. So you're all in here, and you Scorpios are embracing your own energy. So these three cards right here for you represent this being a place where what you've got going on is that you're very much so, you know who you are. A lot of you Scorpios are coming to find out your own value, and that you're not chasing. Like I said before, the doozy is the fact that you Scorpios are not chasing after people the way that you used to. If a person makes it too much, if a person makes it too difficult for you Scorpios to get close to them, you will let them go. And you're not gonna try to be in this wrestling match to get them to get out of their own way. They have to come to you willingly, trying to get to know you. And you Scorpio, the thing is, you Scorpios have Three of Swords and the Ace of Wands. And it doesn't matter how beautiful they are. You'll leave them alone. It is what it is. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. We have 29,834 subscribers. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. But yeah, like, and the thing about it is that I'm not even in the streets. I don't like, this is what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird to see, like, it's weird. Like, I'm not even in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And then the stuff that I talk about, I choose to talk about it because these are real life experiences that I actually went through. I'm not even naming names. And I always made sure to not put myself into too much nonsense to where I'm just like up here and I'm just talking and being a chatty patch. Nah. Stuff that I done was never to a point where I'm like, oh, I can never go back. Nah, man, nah. Statutes of limitations way past. Because it was never anything like seriously goofy you know what I'm saying, in the first place. And it was situations it was situations that I either got myself into or I was thrown into, that I had to be a part of the situation in order to survive. That's it. And I could really explain it when I'm talking about too if I wanted to. But all this nonsense, all of this unnecessary disrespect and what, I don't get it, y'all. Like, if you a street dude, stay in the street and do your thing. If you trying to make the transition into music, stop bringing like you gotta let this street stuff go, because again, according to some people, I'm just a small fry making YouTube videos.